If you allow it, rejection can instill an immense amount of confidence in you. If you allow it, sadness can propel you forward and make you fathom things that you never would have believed that could be. If you allow it, taking care of yourself, whether that be trimming your nails or drinking an extra cup of water, can bring about things that you once again never fathomed. Those little things that we go through that are difficult, those little baby steps that we take in order to improve our life, is life. Life is suffering. And that's a difficult pill to swallow because suffering is endless. There are atrocities all around the world. And on a smaller level, those of us who might not be in active war zones or actively going through things that are as bad as the next person, it's hard to say that I'm suffering, but all humans are suffering. Whether you be the richest person on earth, whether you be the poorest person on earth, we all know what pain feels like. We all know what suffering feels like. And if you get too comfortable with these bad sensations, you're not able to live on the other side. If you're too much into yin, you don't know yang. If you're too much into yang, you don't know yin. And there's a perfect balance to strike in order to live a life that is purpose driven and fulfilling. So if you are in a period right now of immense sadness, know that there are steps that you can take to no longer be in that, whether that be seeking out help from a professional or reframing your thought process. Rejection, for example, can bring about immense sadness, and it can bring struggle. It can bring a lack of motivation, a lack of fulfillment. But it also, if you change your mind about it, can bring on the drive to get things done, whether that be pursuing a new career path or taking care of yourself, which is the main thing a lot of us neglect doing, or deep cleaning your apartment or going outside. And those little things can snowball into something bigger. So let's say you're sad, you decide to go outside and take a walk or go to a free music event, and then you meet a person who is a soulmate. That could be a platonic soulmate or a romantic soulmate. And that sadness brings about you taking a step in order to eradicate it. And now you have brought on love in your life by making these small steps in order to improve your situation. Without suffering, we don't know happiness, we don't know fulfillment. Reframe how you think about things and trust that you are doing the work. You are changing your life for the better. You have the tools, and rain only lasts for so long. It's only so long that it can rain before it stops. The sun comes out. The rays from the sun beat down on the floor of the earth and plants come up. You needed both the thick, deep, a large amount of rainfall to help the sun. Those things work in conjunction with one another, and that is essentially how suffering works with bliss. If you are too much in bliss, you have to surround yourself or bring yourself some stress. And calculated stress is not a bad thing. Working out is calculated stress. Working towards a goal is calculated stress. Becoming better is calculated stress. And if you are constantly in stress or in suffering, you have to find joy. Taking care of your appearance, working out, ironically, is kind of like a perfect balance between both stress and joy. Choosing to surround yourself around human beings. That's how you counter those things. Life is difficult, and you're not alone in the fact that life is difficult. It's difficult for all of us. Some of us have it worse at various times. Some of us have it less worse in the entirety of our life. Some people feel like the sun never comes out. And for those folks, your experiences and what you go through are valid. And one day, the sun will come out, even if it is just for a glimpse. and you'll be able to savor in the warmth that the sun brings more than a person who lives amongst the sun all the time. You're deserving of the sun in the same way that everyone else is. And the rain brings about a lot of character and a lot of potential. And if you utilize that potential to potentially move to a place where the sun comes out, your life can change. Not everyone is afforded the same luxuries or the same advantages, but your life can change, and it will. Trust in that, and also make peace with where you're at and begin to love where you're at. Because if things stay rainy, if you are living in the Earth's version of Seattle or the UK, if you learn to love rain, rain then becomes something that is neither joyous or a form of suffering. It just is. You're able to find joy. You're able to find bliss amongst the rain. Maybe you let your hair down and you let the rain fall on you. Maybe you go inside and light a candle and drink some warm tea. Nevertheless, we got this, because we're all suffering and struggling, and you're not alone. And I'm proud of you for taking the baby steps, thinking about taking the baby steps, flirting with the idea of taking the baby steps in order to pursue joy. Thanks for listening. Mwah.